YouTube, what is good? Today we're reacting to Casual Geographic 10 most disturbing ways animals can hurt you. Listen, one thing about Sai, y'all will know I love animals. The things they do is so amazing. I would never try an animal ever in existence. Never, ever, ever. The only thing animals are trying to do, wild animals, they're trying to survive. So if an animal decides that it's your last day on earth and you have no way to escape, it's gonna take the grace of God for you to survive. Because I'm telling you, if they look at you as they meal, hey, guess what, buddy? Hey, prayers up, bro. Prayers up. We're gonna get right into it. Make sure you like, comment, and sub up. Let's get into it. The most iconic footage captured. This fucking tiger. Yo, that's proof the cameraman never dies. You saw how high that tiger jumped, bro? Listen, you saw how high that tiger jumped? The tiger could have went for the cameraman. The cameraman doesn't die though. It went for that guy. Oh my gosh. Yo, I'm sorry. If that happened to y'all, you're chilling on top of an elephant. You notice this thing come out of the freaking grass. It jump at you. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Like, real question. That thing jump at you out of the grass. What the are you doing? That's terrifying. Oh no! I'm gonna go back to 140.
If you have nothing else to be grateful for, get on your knees and be glad. If you have 99 problems, avoiding predators ain't one.
Right?
I hope. Otherwise, you should probably get off your knees.
I ain't gonna lie.
Petrified us for
Yo, I seen this clip, Legendary Kid. Oh my gosh. One yell, he would have been done for, bro. Bro, this kid is a legend, bro. Oh my gosh, bro.
Simply off the
so calm and composed. Most people would have screamed in that situation. Then they would have been. That kid on his phone, seen it, went out, locked the door. Smart kid, bro.
One implies many others had to die. But for many, it's not what they can do to you, it's how.
Hold on, I ain't see that. What is that? I'm missing it. What is it? I don't see it. What is that right there? Luca. What is that? I don't see it. I don't. Oh, I see it. Oh, it's right here, y'all. If I don't see it, it's right here. Oh my gosh. Question for anybody watching. If you had to pick one animal to take you out, what animal would you pick and why? Y'all let me know.
It's how, and these are the top 10 worst animals to be hypothetically hunted by. And spoiler, it gets a lot less.
Oh my gosh. Sea leopard.
I won't be talking about sea stars or crocodiles, only because I just made videos on both. Trust and believe they're both very qualified to be here.
Really? Sea stars?
The consolation prize.
I didn't know sea stars were dangerous.
There's a lot of things to be afraid of being marooned on an island. Dehydration, exposure. Most don't consider being culled by crabs. That's because outside of remote islands in the Indian and Pacific Ocean, the coconut crab is only found in a
yeah, I've seen this before.
Part of a juiced up hermit crab's diet, but that didn't stop nature from equipping them with claws that can splice the fruit open. Besides, their street name is more lore accurate. It's also called robber crabs, since they'll swarm your camp and carry off anything that ain't nailed down. The problem is,
oh no, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. All that you in the wilderness, and then all of a sudden all these coconut crabs come and press your stuff. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy.
In 2016, scientists watched as a coconut crab climbed a tree and attacked a sleeping bird, snapping its wings only to continue its death grip after the bird fell on the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Several other crabs spawned in.
Oh man.
A barely breathing bird for hours. The crawling antichrists are scavengers with bloodlust. Gored by one means you'll certainly
we good.
And the fact that they can climb.
Hold on, wait. High key. This reminds me of Larry the Lobster. Y'all see it?
Means there's nowhere on the island you can go where the Krusty Krab crew won't find you. Crabs are any-can animals, as in anything can get.
Oh wow.
Cats, even full-grown pigs can get flesh stripped, but the most disturbing stories are those of coconut crabs eating humans.
Wow.
One gruesome account followed the 82-day Battle of Okinawa, where Japanese soldiers bore witness to hordes of giant spider-like crabs ravaging the bodies of their dead comrades.
What?
There's no real proof that this happened.
Yeah, Larry the Lobster. But I go like, that's why I don't eat crabs, bro. They're decomposers. All of the dead stuff, feces, all that. That's what they're made to do. I don't need that. Feel me? Nah. Nah, buddy.
But unfortunately,
We're gonna let you decompose Earth.
A gang of armored cockroaches carrying the jaws of life. Except the outcome.
We gonna let you be in the environment, because the environment, we need cleaners. You know what I'm saying? Y'all clean the environment. Y'all doing a good job. Keep out of crabs. Yep.
To try this, most coconut crabs are.
I'm good. Y'all ain't gotta worry about me.
Since many have the habit of eating sea mango.
Oh my.
The fruit so toxic it has another name.
Really?
Apple. By far.
Oh wow.
Is that it was coconut crabs that perp walked Amelia Earhart off the census. Scary because whether she was past tense on arrival.
Oh, they don't know.
Would not have changed the response by the crabs.
Wow.
While it's just a theory, the idea that someone's last moments is spent desperately dragging their crippled body.
They don't play.
Mutilates them for hours as their suffering only draws.
I can't. Oh my gosh.
They're only number 10.
Oh, that's crazy, y'all.
Most people aren't afraid of the dark, more so what could be in it.
Oh.
Thalassophobia is that before the ocean, but not a lot of people are afraid of the sky.
Yeah.
Probably because you should be able to see what's coming.
Yeah.
That's why the Harpy Eagle is number 9, because if this is
Oh yeah, this bird right here. Nah, whoever took this, legendary. This is an epic shot right here. Listen, if you walk outside and the first thing you saw is that bird staring you down, whatever I had to do that day, it's gonna have to wait, because I'm gonna have to let this thing pass. Because yo, their claws are huge, fam. And if they decide they want to attack you, bro, oh my gosh, it may just be your life.
They're one of the biggest.
They're very strong, fam.
Harpies built.
They're so cool. I love how they look. They so freaking cool, bro.
Shorter, which means the Harpy aimbot can chase you through the trees in a way no.
Oh my god!
Just imagine a homicidal hippogriff breaking into your house and snatching your little brother out of his bed. And now you understand the generational PTSD the monkeys on their meal prep carry. And those claws guarantee you don't get the chance to find out twice. The size of a grizzly bear's mitt.
Nice. Dang.
Of a Rottweiler's jaws.
What?
You can actually hear the bones breaking as the harpies.
Yeah, you're cooked.
Out of them. And safe to say, the same feeling.
You're cooked, bro.
Would not feel good to have gripping your skull.
Yeah, you're cooked, bro.
Rare, but there are cases of Harpy eagles attacking and clawing humans, where the eagle's leg had to be amputated because even after death, the talons wouldn't release their grip.
Oh my gosh!
In 2023, tourists in French Guiana walked past a perching harpy when it suddenly went for one of the women, plunging its claws into her scalp and leaving her with several deep lacerations. The concept of being jump scared by a plus-size prehistoric Freddy Cougar cockatoo spike.
Oh my gosh,
but
bro!
They very rarely go after humans, and when they do, the faults usually.
That thing big, bro.
Not only punished a good deed of one man, it became one of the worst animal attacks in Brazilian history.
Oh, yo, that thing's so cool looking, bro.
Australia gets the reputation for being Satan's sandbox, but not enough people give credit to the sheer insanity of the Amazon.
Nah, Amazon.
Exercise skull crushers. Not to mention you have a Jurassic reject and Anaconda.
Amazon
weaponizes.
I think Amazon got so much in it that we still don't know about, bro. So it's a lot more species and animals, you know, that are in the Amazon that we don't know about, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like it's high key the lungs of the earth. How, you know, deep, vast, how lush it is. The forest is so freaking dense, bro, and it's hard to maneuver through it because of how dense it is, bro. You never know what you're gonna come across. It's crazy, and you're gonna come across something that probably we have never seen before. You know what I'm saying?
Thousands to never pee.
Amazon's beautiful, bro.
Predator of the Amazon.
It's so amazing.
It's actually a jaguar,
but it ain't nothing to play with.
Fair, the giant river otter.
Oh, otters.
Yeah. Or the water jaguar.
Oh, I mess with otters.
More like
otters, one of my favorite sea animals too. I ain't gonna lie.
Hinged water wolf.
I like how they, you know, just float on their bellies and on their backs and stuff. It's cool. It's so cool how they move.
Make a jaguar hit the reverse with no key, and it's
but they in the Amazon with it.
6 feet long. Without
6 feet.
Also roll in a pack.
Oh,
it's an apex predator that eats mostly fish, but they'll also fold crustaceans, anaconda, and even other river otters will adjust to avoid getting run up on by a crazy-eyed cousin. You don't realize what multiple are capable of until you realize how bad they do caiman.
Wow, they gang up on caimans,
overwhelming it until it's
that's fire.
Paralyzed.
Who would have thought?
But that is an honest erectile dysfunction.
The gang of otters
will eviscerate the caiman alive, ripping it to pieces.
No, that's cool.
Place in purgatory.
You can see how sharp their teeth are. And they 6 feet, so they gotta be the biggest otters in the world. Yo, look at how it's making the croc run. I'm gonna say this now. Some that could take out a croc, a gang of otters, a gang of giant river otters to be exact.
Imagine not knowing what river otters.
Nah, that's cool. I ain't know that.
It's been proven. The same hunting.
We could tell their teeth so sharp.
It's tragically effective. Silvio Delmar Hollenbach was a Brazilian army sergeant who had taken his family to the Brasilia Zoo when a bunch of commotion got his attention.
Yeah.
A 13-year-old had fallen into one of the moats and now was being threatened by the animals.
Oh no!
Hollenbach, and without thinking, leapt into the pool.
Oh no!
Sadly, that meant the focus of the family of vindictive otters was now on Silvio.
Wow!
A gang of aggressives dragged the struggling Hollenbach into the water and brutally mauled him in front of his family. Silvio would be pulled out.
Oh, he survived.
Bite wounds and water.
Oh man!
Of a microbe.
Thankfully, he survived.
His fate, as he would die of a nasty.
Oh dang!
And celebrated by everyone, except the boy he saved.
Yeah.
Apparently, never even mustered a thank you.
What?
The same 13-year-old that got a man turned into a chew toy would be arrested in 2016 after scamming millions worth of pension money.
It's crazy how sometimes that turns out. Man. Oh my gosh. What?
Yeah, sometimes being a hero only means saving a villain.
Yeah, does that mean not everybody is supposed to be saved? Sometimes not everybody's supposed to be saved. But there's no way he knew that. He just did that out of the kindness of his own heart. But what are the chances that man that he saved, that 13-year-old kid he saved, became that person? What are the chances? Oh my gosh. Hey, shout out to this man for his heroics. But that's like thing. You would never expect that.
Is still low, and for Silvio, it probably would have been 0 if those otters didn't just have babies.
Yo.
The next animal is the mascot of F around.
Never river otters? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Giant river otters, wouldn't want to see them.
The Cape buffalo makes no sense on this list. Remember, it's one of the few prey animals that actually hunts predators. The tank nicknamed Black Death is arguably the most death-edging animal to hunt because it is a top 5 most vengeful creature on Earth. A common misconception is that the lion's biggest rival is the hyena. That's laughable when a 1,200-pound beast is in a big cat backpedaling.
Right.
The Cape buffalo is number 7 because cows are dangerous enough, but if Whittaker tastes death, the rage cow ensures you go down with it.
Oh my gosh.
The buffalo has treed lions for hours, and they'll stalk lion cubs just for the purpose of stomping them out.
Wow.
Bush Mafia can pull up in a super herd of over.
Yeah.
You understand how lions
strengthen numbers
horizontal every time they try them, and with a couple hundred people.
Oh my gosh.
Them a year. This is the first animal with a respectable body count.
Oh my gosh.
Every year, people hunt them. Without realizing that buffaloes hunt back.
Wow.
Buffalo has been known to retreat to tall grass to lure your in.
Oh
just
my.
when your back is turned and keep
smart.
You stop standing. And unlike most herbivores that'll straight up watch you get got, or in some cases gift wrap you themselves,
yeah,
a buffalo will spin the block.
Yo, that's
1,000 times John Wick. You know you're dealing with a.
Nah, that's awesome. I like that right there. They defend each other. That's what's up.
When you're talking about a cow using the honey badger method on a lion,
that's smart.
People have to be connected to God's Wi-Fi before they understand.
Oh.
Texas trophy hunter Asher Watkins thought it was sweet until his target attacked him first,
Ooh.
completely ambushing him.
Ooh.
Beef struck Watkins at 35 miles per hour, tearing his chest and stomach open.
Cooked.
He was declared dead in the ambulance.
Cooked.
A tragic death, but definitely not unprovoked.
Yeah.
Imagine walking through a.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You went into their home, bro. See that's why I be telling y'all about animals. Respect their domains, bro. You went into their home and their environment. You trying to get after them. They gonna get after you too, bro. Their only goal is survival, real stuff, bro. You can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? You can't be going in their home and their property, act like it's yours. You gotta come with some respect. You know what I'm saying? Or else stuff like that gonna happen.
One wrong turn away from a buffalo same day shipping you to the Lord like an afterlife.
You know what I'm saying? Like humans, we can't be treating animals like they just irrelevant or we can just do whatever to them. No, bro. They deserve just as much as respect as anything else. Real stuff, bro. Don't be playing with these animals, bro.
Several islands throughout Indonesia, you'll find a dinosaur time left behind.
Ooh.
Komodo Dragon is one of those predators.
Okay.
Once they start hunting you, you're as good as dead. The Komodo is everything scary about coconut that Jurassic juice.
Really?
Komodos will eat everything. And
Right.
baby dragons will hide up in the trees or even roll around in feces because the adults are cannibalistic. The steroid.
Oh, they will eat their own.
Habit of unearthing human graves and feeding on the long expired remains.
Oh, I heard about that. They do be digging up deceased bodies.
Komodo Dragon only has about 12 successful hunts a year, so when one makes you a priority, prepare to spend days tailed by a murderous monitor lizard. In 2008, 5 scuba divers were caught in a riptide and swept out to sea, and after 12 hours spent drifting the aquatic void, they landed on Rinca Island, where they spent the next 5 days playing cat and
Wow, Indonesia. That island's beautiful, by the way.
And stalked them, which isn't easy, thanks to another unfortunate habit of theirs. We used to think Komodos were one-shot specialists that only needed to bite you once and then just wait for you to fold.
Yeah, I remember that.
As cold as that would be, it's like LeBron letting you get the ball just to spank it off the backboard. The truth is more disturbing.
What?
Komodos don't just let their prey go, but their contingency plan is a glorified gecko can track you by blood, and anticoagulants in their venom keep you bleeding. So now it becomes a broken game of hide and seek, and playing it on an island the size of there's no point in the area code you can go where the leather bloodhound won't find you. Even worse, the longer you manage to play manhunt with monitors, the more dragons will be there to eviscerate you when you do fall.
So not only the one can sense you that bit you, the other ones can sense where you're at too. Oh my gosh.
Sense is no joke.
They can, oh my gosh.
For fear that the resident garbage disposals confuse them for a dying animal.
Wow.
Stories of bleeding tourists lying to their guides to not miss out on the trip, only to be surrounded by dozens of Komodos.
Oh nah. Oh nah.
And if you think there's no way an animal moving like that can catch you slipping, millions of years of evolution. One incident saw 2 dragons stalking a fruit picker from below a tree, and when Muhammad Anwar fell, the Komodos rushed him and mauled him. Maybe I'm giving them too much credit. Or maybe you haven't heard a baby goat scream from inside of a dragon.
Oh my gosh.
To say that the ocean terrifies me beyond comprehension.
Yo, what is that?
And the animal that scares me more than any other isn't a shark, isn't an orca, not even a giant squid, but not
that thing, bro.
I'd rather go skinny dipping around great white
The ocean is like it is really another world, bro. The ocean is like, I wouldn't say like space, but if I had to like comprehend it, it is so much we do not know about the ocean. It is so, oh my gosh, it's just like we don't know anything about the ocean. Like I know, like I'm not anything. We barely know anything about the ocean. Real stuff, bro. Real stuff. It's so amazing how deep, vast, and bro, it's just amazing. Like we know the tip of the iceberg, bro. We know a smidget of what really is underneath the waters, bro. It's amazing, bro.
Humboldt squid in the wild. At only up to 6 feet long, they're not the biggest, but everything about the way they feed fuels my nightmares. When a hunting Humboldt homes in on something, they'll approach it with all 10 appendages extended to
dude.
Not only can that beak slice skin
and it got a beak.
Chainmail, they do it so fast they can grab and retrieve.
And they got claws.
Just one camera.
Nah, that's tough.
Not to mention, they have 2 tentacles with suckers that contain inner teeth.
That's so tough.
Grabbing.
I said claws,
The Humboldt is number 5 is because the way they would hunt you is straight out of a Stephen King wet dream. Humboldts can hunt in parties over 1,000 strong, and they're also highly aggressive, speed-eating. Fish down to the bones before fishermen even have time to reel them. They're also trigger happy with the cannibalism, and the moment one of their own shows weakness, it gets jumped and The problem with Humboldts is they speed run life so fast, they're never not thinking about food, and if you find yourself in the waters at the wrong time, you can get mauled by a pack of fleshy-armed box cutters. But it's the intelligence that's the biggest problem, because Humboldts aren't always aggro. They can be curious too. They'll often steal cameras and lights just to take them apart and examine them. But Humboldts can go from 0 to homicide in seconds, and because they communicate by flashing red in a sea of black, once one says go, many more will follow. One diver was approached by a squid who gently started nibbling on him, and the diver probably couldn't believe his luck, started filming. And in seconds,
bro, you thought, no, that thing's just curious. That thing's just trying to test and see what you are. It's just inspecting you, bro.
squid started pulsing red.
Yeah.
The man was immediately slammed by multiple as they simultaneously began to pull him into the abyss. He would escape, but he genuinely thought his ticket to Tupac was booked, and there's many more stories of divers being confronted by squids and nearly dragged to the point of no return, and some even swear they've had Humboldts attempt to rip off their masks and drown.
Oh, they just look small though.
I think the most disturbing part is the moment he didn't fight back and let himself look easy was the moment he became a green light to a red devil.
Oh wow.
The unfortunate fact is that Humboldts will perform diel vertical migrations.
What's that?
Every day they rise from the depths to hunt before eventually going back down. So
wow.
they're more likely to run into you during goblin mode. Unfortunately for the next animal, goblin mode is their entire life.
Wow. Nah, they look cool though. I ain't gonna lie.
You've probably heard that there's few animals that actively hunt humans, and that polar bears are one of them.
Yeah.
I want to clarify, they don't actively hunt humans. They just passively don't give a follow me now. Polar bears are the largest predators on land, and as big as you think they are, I swear to you, they're bigger. The problem starts with the fact that they're the only hyper carnivore bear. They eat meat, and meat stands for Merc every and any time. They can make up 95% of their diet.
Yeah, that's
something like
they're not omnivores.
10. That would be bad enough, but polar bears also live in a freeze-dried desert where in the winter, they can only live off of feces, foxes, and fallen polar bears. Polar bears have way less options, and with the sea they depend on receiving.
Nature is so wild, man. Oh my gosh.
Get creative or get cremated. So they don't actively hunt humans, the same way I don't actively grocery shop for Chips Ahoy, but best believe if I see them, I'ma grab it. That's the polar bear, except they don't have to see you. Best knows about the predator. What? Can smell a seal from miles away. They can detect their breathing hole from another area code and can even clock a seal under a foot of ice.
Oh, really wow.
If a polar bear sees you, it's already too late. From 1870 to 2014, there have been only 73 attacks on humans.
Attacks, okay.
Census subtractions. Okay. But being targeted by the ultimate predator.
So that's a long time. So they're not, well, that could just be recorded, because I will also include the unrecorded. There's also unrecorded events. There has to be, bro, because a lot of times everything is not always going to be gotten, but from the recorded, it's not that many. I ain't gonna lie, but because most people ain't in the cold areas though. There's not a whole lot. It's not mass populations living in the cold though.
Held hostage by over
at one time at the same spot
station and forced them to have supplies and flares airdrop.
No, oh my gosh.
1950 polar bears invaded the town of Novya Zemlya and put them in a state of emergency, where people were afraid to leave their houses and refused to let their children go to school. Them being illegal, folks had to bear this unarmed, and I mean that literally. Bro, that's ice bears breaking into residential.
That's so flawed. So the people can't even protect themselves, bro. Nah, man.
Polar bears are a force of nature, and number 4, because once one chooses you, you can't run fast enough or swim far enough to be safe.
Right.
One swam over 400 miles in just 9 days, so trust that you would not get away. But there's always
409 days.
Something about a carnivorous Q-tip that is
my gosh.
And I think I figured it out. Polar bears are a lot like the squid, where they're incredibly curious and intelligent, which makes the way they hunt and engage in general seem cold and calculated. You'll often notice in a lot of videos where they approach humans, the polar bears seem quiet and emotionless, and you can almost—
That's tactic, because they're trying to make themselves seem like they're not, gonna do anything.
Them trying to figure it out, and their face expressions and body language tell you nothing. A polar bear pulling up on you can be curious, apathetic, or ready to revoke your presence, and you will not know which. And that
most likely they're trying to eat you, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Most likely, yes. Their curiosity, they're so intelligent. Dogs do the same thing. I had an experience where I got bitten by a dog. The dog literally opened the door. First of all, I rung the doorbell. The dog stood up on his hind legs. Moments passed, stood up on his hind legs, opened the front door. Initially, I thought the dog was friendly. I thought the dog was just coming to say hi. The mother trucker did not say a word. It saw me, came up, and it bit my calf, bro. And it got me on my back, back upper thigh, bro. And I'm saying, bro, are you freaking kidding me? I never forget that pain, bro. And by the way, the dog was a Rottweiler mixed with a Doberman. And I'm like saying, bro, if a dog, you had no weapons or nothing to fight, bro, dogs can really kill people, bro. Like I'm saying, bro. And the owner of that dog was a lady. And I'm like, yo, if that dog decided that it did not want to listen to that lady, Like I could barely handle what that dog was coming at me. You know what I'm saying? Your boy work out, he in the gym, and I take care of myself and stuff. But that was traumatizing, bro. And the fact that happened, I'm like, if that happened to me and that dog decide to not listen to his owner, that dog can kill that owner. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, dogs can really like kill people. It's like, if I could describe the bite, it's like something like come at you with so hard and so much force and just attacking your area, bro. It's tough, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. It's I heard some people like, oh, it's like a hard pinch. No, it's not. Well, it depends on the dog breed, but from that, that's like taking your life, like extreme excruciating pain, bro. My goodness.
Disturbingly deadpan. And I think that's by design. Most black and brown bear attacks are defensive, meaning they eat.
It's just extreme, like when a dog bite from, you got aggressive breed, it's just extreme excruciating pain coming at you. Whatever pain you could think of, that's what it is, bro.
Manage to catch them off guard, and most times they'll give you many signs that you're effing around in the jurisdiction of finding out. A polar bear doesn't.
Yeah.
Oftentimes a polar bear isn't trying to negotiate or communicate with you, it's trying to eat you while weighing the cost.
Yeah, it's just trying to figure you out.
Cute and innocent.
No, that's no.
Pathetic, emotionless, terminating.
Yeah.
Because remember, they don't fear humans the same way their cousins do.
Right.
Most encounters are on the polar bear's terms.
Yeah.
So it's true when they say if it.
That is so. If you in the wilderness and you think, oh, you encountered a polar bear, no, it's encountering you. Wow.
Black, push back. If it's brown, retire to the ground. And if it's white like a sheep, you're gonna go to sleep. Color of a beluga.
Like you're interacting with it because it wanted that interaction.
Offense means you wake up past tense.
Bro, I ain't know all that. They got extremely strong noses.
Both interchangeable. It just depends on which movie scares
And it's
you.
like,
A gross out body horror slasher flick or a psychological mental health massacre. If you pick psychological, wait for number 2. And if you pick slasher, well, you probably already know how horrific it is being hunted by chimps. The sick joke is
chimps, bro.
Their diet is meat. Yet in
less than 5%.
Uganda, they can have a success rate of 80%, and it's because the way they hunt is coordinated and calculated.
Wow.
First, you have.
Yeah, I learned as a kid, chimps can have enough force to rip off the skin from your face, bro. I heard they do that to men. I was scared of chimps ever since. I never want to see one.
Prey into the trees without actually trying to catch them.
Like,
the moment you try to climb, you've screwed yourself because there's also blockers whose job is to limit any possible escape.
What?
Make a literal jungle gym even smaller.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Avoid them while being chased through the trees by chasers. The last role are the chimps smart enough to anticipate where you'll try to escape and will camp themselves in the perfect spot to snatch you if you pass by. It's painfully effective, and once something like a colobus monkey is caught, it's immediately crippled and eviscerated into several pieces. I genuinely have to be careful with what I show y'all. Just know that monkey's still alive and he gets his arm snapped after all that.
Oh my gosh.
Because they might have the most brutal ways of past tensing prey, and they don't discriminate.
Yeah.
Chimps are on record ambushing families of gorillas, frightening the females and running fades with a silverback, and kidnapping any babies to move them. They're not the only babies at risk.
Oh my gosh, this is scary.
Is advised. As habitat loss and food shortages have pushed humans and chimps together, there have been more cases of chimpanzees snatching human children with chilling results. One human toddler actually, hold on, viewer discretion, I mean it this time. One human toddler was grabbed by a big male, and in less than a minute, he broke his arm and even disemboweled the boy and removed his kidneys. Being hunted by chimps is like playing death tag with pack hunting zombies, but luckily, meat isn't their main food, and attacks are still relatively rare, which is why I have tigers at 2.
Yo,
tigers don't actively.
I mess with tigers. Thing about tigers, man, I like so much. They do it by themselves. Tigers are the best isolation animals out there, bro.
Top of each
isolation predators, for real.
The highest human body count of any animal on this list.
Oh wow, I didn't know that tigers have the highest human body count. Oh my gosh, all in Asia, India. Yeah, man, dang.
In order to discourage the tiger,
like what the lion is to Africa, the tiger is to Asia.
Lost the element of surprise, but it's believed the trick was spammed too hard and now the tigers are catching on. But intelligence is the second scariest thing about them. Number 1 is they are the most vengeful animals on the planet.
Oh, they gonna get that get back.
Damned. Piss off a tiger, and you might not live to regret it. You may have heard of the poacher that shot a tiger and stole part of its skin.
Oh!
Down all the way to his cabin, destroyed anything that smelled like the poacher, including his mattress, just to John Wick the man when he eventually returned home. Tatiana the tiger proved that you don't have to be in the wild to find out, after she escaped her San Francisco enclosure to track down and savage the men that had taunted her. But by far, the most notorious tiger in history was the devil of
tigers are so cool, man.
A Bengal tiger who had gotten her canine teeth broken, likely by a human, which meant she could no longer hunt her normal prey. The result was she started stalking humans, and the end game was the man-eater of Champawat destroyed 436 people, eluding poachers and hunting parties.
Only one tiger got 436 people? Yo! That's why I be telling y'all, respect these animals, man. Yo, what? Evading poachers? Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Went out like a true G though. I ain't gonna lie. That's legendary though.
Somehow always knowing when to leave an area and
oh my gosh. That is like it got that many people won? Yo, that's insane.
Turn back to the shadows, and honestly, I'd probably dive in anxiety.
Hey man, I say like I do like this, bro.
They don't usually go out of their way, but all the extra exposure around humans has shown us exactly what tigers are capable of. And the worst part is they could easily be scarier.
Yeah.
The reason tigers are orange is because orange isn't a concept to the animals they do prey on. We're on that list. This is what the world's
we wouldn't see them. Oh my gosh.
I'm
I'm glad we can see them.
And it's still not number one.
Oh my gosh. Tigers are so cool. I love tigers though.
Orcinus orca is the most oppressive predator on the planet, and at this point,
killer whales too. Mesokiller whales, one of my favorite animals of the ocean, because they're so smart. They're intelligent hunters, bro. Like they like me for real. Like sometimes I play with my food, bro. Orcas play with their food.
They're intelligent, but what genuinely
like I know I could get it right now, but I be playing with it.
Is
let me entertain myself before I do what I know I'm gonna do.
It's a fighting back. Orcas will move the needle to zero.
No, I put time for the seal. Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. We can't save you, man. Oh man, look at this guy. Oh my gosh, I love seals too. Yo, I love seals, bro. They're so cute. I feel sad. I want to cry for bro. Ain't nothing we can do. Look at the orca just looking at him, bro. Little guy just know he cooked. Oh, I feel sad for bro. Oh man.
That's why those soul slap a stingray sting. That's why
he just know he can't do nothing.
Bite, and it's why they'll up smash a seal as high as they go, like Super Smash Bros. But they don't neutralize prey just to be safe to eat. They'll turn a dying animal into a life lesson. In that same stingray clip, a family of orcas toyed with the half-alive stingray before letting its body sink into the abyss when they were done. I genuinely believe the stingray was slapped by the orca grandmother.
Oh wow.
Some pod was playing with it in order to learn how to deal with one, and when the lesson was over, they had no further use for him. It's not cruelty, it's communal calculation, but it is why orcas are the most fear-inspiring, heart-retiring predators to have.
Yeah.
You're still not convinced? Let me tell you a story that still sticks with me.
Ooh.
One grandmother orca was not only smart enough to memorize when elephant seals in the Falklands would breed,
oh, Falklands.
She knew exactly where and what time the tide would be high enough.
Falklands, by the way, if y'all don't know where that's at, that is south of South America. So it's all the way down in South America. It's off the coast of the southern portion of South America.
This 20-foot Type A dolphin basically staked out the nursery pool until the tide got high enough.
Oh my gosh.
Out of nowhere and abduct a defenseless seal pup, where she then dragged the seal out to sea.
Oh my gosh.
For several hours, her family toyed with and tormented the baby seal. Up alive for most of it. Again, it's not evil or torture, but it is how orcas polish their prey.
That's how they do.
For the seal, that's stranger danger on steroids, and one of the worst ways to go out. Slowly, and with zero hope.
Yeah.
And now you see why great whites will piece out of a favorite hunting calendar year.
Yeah.
They have a run-in with an op dolphin.
And they smart.
Feel the way they do.
Yeah.
We're talking about animals that'll role play as prey and practice drowning each other before they try it on a baby blue whale.
Oh.
It's not an act of malice more than survival.
Yeah, it is survival. But they're just so smart as well.
Else. I won't slander them, but I definitely pity their prey more than anything else.
Yeah.
But I gotta come clean. I did lie to you. They're actually not the most oppressive predator on the planet.
Really?
That would be
us.
Take away the guns, the technology, and everything else. The very foundation of how humans hunt makes them the most horror movie predators ever.
Yeah, I gotta lie.
Put, imagine a predator you can never run away from. You can get ahead. You can even get out of their sight. Yet. Every time you turn to the horizon, they're there.
Yeah.
They're not even tired.
Yeah.
You are. You're exhausted. You're thirsty.
Yeah.
And about to drop from heat stroke, yet there they are.
Oh my gosh.
Missing a beat. Barely breaking a sweat. Hell, you can't even sweat. Like them, and it's killing you. You look in the distance, and to your dismay, here they come again.
Oh my.
But this time, you don't have the strength to get back up. They're slow, but persistent. Like an immortal snail that never stops. They run you into the ground, waste you without even touching your eyes. They're ready to do it all again. You just won't be there to see it. They're finally here. They literally walk you down knowing you're at your limit. One raises its stick, you close your eyes, you'd breathe your last breath, but they took all you had left, just like they take everything else.
Yeah.
Your story's over, but the ending was authored long before you first ran. It's not your fault, it's not evil or a crime, but it is what happens when you meet the scariest predator of all time.
Vid by Casual G, man. Nah, this was fun. Yeah, man, this is cool, man. My personal thing is, man, we gotta respect these animals. We can't be, you know what I'm saying, playing with them for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, we are the most dangerous. Human beings are. Yes, we are. At the end of the day, man, we gotta love on these guys, respect them, and everything like that. That's just my personal belief, bro. I appreciate animals. I want all animals to live as long in their environments as possible. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Drop your favorite animals below in the comments as well. Animals you like and any information you got about anything. But appreciate y'all. And until the next reaction, we out of here. Peace.